Good morning. Welcome to the DFS YouTube channel. I am Razzle11, and you can find me on Twitter at Razzle11Grinds. Going to take a look at some pitching for today, Thursday, the 8th of June. We have a 5-game early slate and what is now a 4-game main slate. The White Sox Yankees game, on DraftKings at least, will not accrue points because of the doubleheader status, whatever. And it's just annoying. But anyways, there's 12 games today, but we get to choose from 9 for our action. So let's take a look across the two slates. Going to the early, I think we can use Kershaw today. Even though the ball has been jumping in Cincinnati the last couple days, that may continue. It's still Clayton Kershaw. Cincinnati is weaker against left-handed pitching. Remains to be seen what Ellie De La Cruz will do to that lineup against left-handed pitching, but I am somewhat interested in Clayton Kershaw, especially because it's just a 5-gamer. We do have to consider some guys that we might fade on a full slate. Tyler Glasnow is probably going to end up being my favorite option. He may only, see 90 pitches or so as they try to limit him. But the strikeout matchup is really strong against the Twins. They're leading baseball in K rate and swinging strike rate. It's just a great spot for Tyler Glasnow with his big K ability. K's backed up a little bit in his second start, but he still put up 6 and 5 and a third. But he can do things like this where he has 8 and 4 and a third. Really electric stuff. So I'm very interested as the Twins are struggling mightily right now. Merrill Kelly on the road is a great thing. Strikeout rate's a little down when he is on the road, but doing a great job of keeping the ball in the ballpark, which is a huge thing. Dominated the Nationals earlier this year with 10 strikeouts in 7 innings. Has been 8 and 10 strikeouts over the last 2. Just a great spot and one that I will gladly take advantage of. Coming off a really strong start against Atlanta, allowing 2 solo home runs. That's great to see. Pitch numbers are creeping up there, but he did get an extra day of rest, which I think is very key at this point. So Merrill Kelly is definitely going to be high on my list. Not interested in Bailey Ober. He has thrown the ball really well, been phenomenal on the road, but I'm just not taking him against Tampa Bay. I will pass on the matchup. If he goes out and throws like he did against the Dodgers, well, then he does, and I'm behind some of the field, but I don't expect him to be super popular anyway, so it shouldn't matter too much. Interested in Alex Cobb, but I want to dig into any career starts in Coors. That does make a difference. I want to see how guys throw in Coors. He's been much better at home, which obviously is a worry. He is an extreme ground ball guy, which obviously helps in Coors. So he's somebody that I am going to definitely consider. Kyle Bradish and Colin Ray in this game, I think can be considered. Ray, because the Orioles have struggled over the last week, and he's looked decent over his last few starts. Nothing spectacular. Did shut down a really strong Houston offense, which, kind of makes me consider him a little more with how Baltimore has been struggling. The Brewers broke out yesterday, but I don't expect them to be super hot, for multiple days in a row. Bradish does have upside, but he does have a low floor, which most guys do. But I'm just not sure I can trust him. But I might have to on this slate. Kind of really depends on how I'm feeling when it comes to building. Just because we don't really have anything cheaper, maybe I keep all my ownership towards the top here and just go roll with it. If it It gets to the point where I feel like I want to be super brave. I can just lock in Glasnow and Kelly and everything. I don't know if I'm going to do that, but it does feel like a slate where I might have to consider that as a possibility. Let me know in the comments below if you think that you're just going to go 100% on the Glasnow Kelly combination or what your plans are. We're going to look at the the evening or the main slate, I guess. Now that's down to 4 games, a little annoying. Strider's on the slate, so we're just always going to play Spencer Strider, right? I mean, he's allowing runs right now, but the upside is ridiculous. Even when he allows runs, he still can go for 30 plus DK points, which is huge. Did struggle against the Mets the one time that he has faced them this season. That was in New York. Uh, his second worst start of the year. He's been ridiculous at home. Strikeout rate through the roof, just not allowing hits. I will gladly take Spencer Strider at home. Framber Valdez is always in play for me. Mr. Quality Start himself. He's been best on the road this year. I know that Toronto is not an easy matchup, but that's okay. I will take Framber Valdez against them quite often. Jose Barrios was great against Houston. Didn't really have the strikeouts, which is frustrating. Has been really good at home. So splits are strong. He's figured it out since the rough start to the season. He's definitely in play. The walks have crept up again. There are some worries because of his traditional struggles with left-handed bats. So Jordan and Kyle Tucker, very intriguing options for us. But the majority of Houston is right-handed, so Barrios could be somebody that gets it done for us. Verlander, he's an option for me, but he's not somebody I'm in a hurry to jam in. He's kind of alternated good and bad starts, which would put him in line for a bad one, but I'm not using that as a basis for what I'm going to do. Hasn't been as sharp at home or on the road, excuse me, so he's kind of a fringe guy for me right now. Should look at the weather here in Cleveland. Again, it's in the 60s and wind blowing in from center, so uh, we might have to consider Aaron Savali. Not really a big K guy, but the atmosphere for pitching is pretty strong in Cleveland, so he's somebody that I might have to just close my eyes and select as an SP2. I just don't really love the upside he offers at this point. Not really interested in the pitching in the Cubs LA game. I think there could be some runs scored. I'm finally going to get off of Reed Detmers, which means he's probably going to throw his no hitter now. But I mean, Drew Smiley has been pretty solid. The last couple starts haven't been great, but he has shut down some strong teams this season. I just don't really think tonight's the night for me. Dermody getting the call up and making his first major league start. Looking at his minors numbers, not overly strong. Ks are there, but not sure. This is one I'll have to dig into more to see some splits and get an idea. We have been picking on Cleveland. I know Cleveland isn't a huge K squad, but they are extremely weak from an ISO and power standpoint. Uh, and clean innings go a long way on DraftKings. So I do have some interest in him, but I'm not sure how much. Uh, I'm sure he'll fit in quite well because being min priced, you're adding him to Spencer Strider and you're just spending 16K on 2 pitchers. Uh, I really wish the Yankees game was part of this because I'd be much more on Randy Vasquez, but unfortunately, we do not have that game. But there we have it. There's my look at pitching for today on a weird breakdown of slates. If you enjoy what I bring to you, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ring that notification bell so that you get an alert anytime we drop videos here at DFS Army. And if you want to join us, I'll put links in the description below. You can use promo code RAZ, that's R-A-Z, for 10% off monthly. Or I believe for the next 3 days, we still have Summer 50, where you can get 50% off your first month with us. So, as always, best of luck, everybody.